traders, Gates Adams, the Forged Trader here, and welcome back to episode 5 of The Inner Game of Trading, where I translate concepts from the book The Inner Game of Tennis by Timothy Gallwey into trading concepts through the lens of the Forged Trader. Look, every trader has a story. Not a trading story, a story. And inside that story is the exact reason you trade the way that you trade. Yesterday in episode 4, I told you that your interference isn't born in the market. It's installed long before you ever pull up a chart. Today, I'm going to show you how that happens. And I want to be direct with you about something before I go any further. This is not therapy. I'm not your therapist. That's not what this is, and that's not what I do. This is pattern recognition, because until you can see the source of your patterns, you're just managing symptoms, and symptoms always come back. Here's the truth most trading education completely ignores. Every trader has the same how problems, whether it's FOMO or early exits, revenge trading, overtrading, moving stops, hesitation at the entry. Look, we get it. It's universal to every trader and every level. But the why behind those behaviors, that's different for every single person sitting in front of a chart. And the why is the only thing worth working on. Now, Gallwey understood this about his tennis players. Two students with the exact same technical breakdown could have completely different internal causes. One was afraid of winning, the other was afraid of losing. Same behavior on the court, completely different blueprint underneath. The same is true for you. So let me give you some real examples, not hypothetical ones, real patterns. Let's say a trader grew up in a house where money was scarce, where there was never enough, where financial stress was the background noise of childhood. That trader sits in front of the charts with urgency baked in, the feeling that opportunity is running out, that if they don't act now, there won't be another chance. They chase entries, they overtrade, they size up too fast, not because they're undisciplined, but because their nervous system learned that scarcity is the default. Now, the trader who grew up where mistakes weren't tolerated, where being wrong had consequences, and where performance was the price of acceptance, that trader sits at the charts and freezes. They wait for the perfect setup. They second-guess entries that they know are valid. They take profits too early to lock in the win before the market can possibly take it back. Not because they lack courage, but because their nervous system learned that being wrong is dangerous and a loss would be wrong. Two completely different traders, two completely different whys, both losing money for reasons that have nothing to do with their strategy. This is what Mark Douglas meant when he said, "The market doesn't create your emotions. The market triggers your unresolved ones." Your unresolved stories, your unresolved beliefs, your unresolved identity. These don't stay outside when you sit down to trade. They come with you. Every session, every trade, every decision that you make. Now, and this is critical, I'm not telling you this so that you can go excavate your childhood. I'm not telling you this so that I'm just telling you this so you can do one thing. Stop blaming the wrong source. When you move a stop, the problem is not your rules. When you revenge trade, the problem is not your strategy. When you freeze at a valid entry, the problem is not your competence. The problem in every situation here is the blueprint running underneath all of it. And here's what changes everything. Patterns that are seen cannot hide. The moment you can recognize the blueprint activating, the moment you can say, that's the scarcity pattern, or that's the fear of being wrong pattern, or that's the urgency pattern, it loses its automatic grip on your behavior. Not completely, and definitely not overnight, but it loses the invisibility that makes it lethal. Awareness is not a cure, but it is the beginning of every cure that has ever existed. The Forged Trader philosophy is built on this principle. You cannot fix what you cannot see, and you cannot see what you've never been taught to look for. This series is teaching you to look. We're at the halfway point of the series, 5 episodes in, 5 more to go. And the second half next week is where it gets actionable. If you haven't followed yet, do it now. And if this episode hits something real for you, share it with another trader who needs to hear it. The trader who keeps asking why they can't get consistent needs this episode specifically. Be sure to send it. So now you know the blueprint exists, you know where it came from, you know how it shows up in the charts, but here's the real question I haven't answered yet. And it's the one that separates traders who get stuck in awareness from traders who actually change. What do you do with it? Because awareness without a method is just an expensive mirror. Galloway had an answer for this. He called it the quiet mind, and it is the most misunderstood concept in all of performance psychology. Monday, I'm going to show you exactly what it means and what it looks like when a trader finally learns how to use it. That's episode 6 on Monday. Don't miss it. Have a great weekend. In the meantime, stay forged, and I'll see you in the fire.